Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back. I have kind of gotten ahead of myself here. As you can see, truck's up on jack stands. I've already taken the wheels and tires. I dropped them off at the tire place, so those are going to be getting swapped out tomorrow. And I'll pick them back up maybe Friday if I have time, maybe tomorrow if they get done quick enough. But right now what we're working on is getting these leaf springs unbolted, and we're going to try to weasel. I think I might leave this bottom one here, but these two I'm going to try to weasel out. So we're going to see how that works out. And then we got to move to the back and take the single leaf that I added back out. So hopefully the truck will sit a little bit nose down, not necessarily level, but this is not one of my favorite things to do. I do not enjoy suspension work. This is just it's not going to be fun for me. So I'm going to set you up and just kind of maybe do a little time lapse. Hopefully nothing too long, but we're going to try to struggle through this and see if we can get these springs out of here. Guys, I think we're gonna have to pick this back up tomorrow. Excuse me. We figured out that we need a couple more things. For one thing, we need to get a little cutoff wheel to chop the excess amount of that bolt off, because without it, doing that, the upper U-bolt seat kind of floats around because that bolt's too long. Other thing we need, of course, is we're going to try and find some slightly shorter U-bolts, because these things are going to hang down below it pretty far. I can kind of show you here. They're going to set up about like that, but they will be a good ways below the axle. So we don't have to do that. We may actually have a hard time finding U-bolts. So I think we may just kind of make these work. So I took some measuring. I took some measurements, and taking those two leaves out has lowered it about 1 3/4 inches, give or take. And that's just my rough measurements. So I think it actually, it might be close to 2 inches that we've taken out of the front. The back, when we get this leaf out of here, this one right here, this is the one that we added. That's probably going to drop the back about 3 inches. So we're going to have to try to bang that out tomorrow, because we're running out of time. We got to get this thing back up and running by the weekend. So I will probably continue this video tomorrow. Yeah, let's just flash forward to tomorrow. Okay guys, part 2. This is going to take a few parts, because we're trying to squeeze all this in the couple hours we have between work ending and darkness falling. And in this case, I think it's about a thunderstorm. So anyways, first side is done. I think I'm going to have to really get some shorter U-bolts. I mean, I got these on, but this is like the length of the socket right here. So I'm going to have to get some shorter ones. The other side, just I think because of the difference in the bracket, is somehow even longer. So definitely going to shop around for some U-bolts tomorrow, and probably just swap these out. It's super easy to do. But you see, everything is back in except for the shock, because maybe we're going to put some new shocks in here. Who knows? So still have the back to do. Not looking forward to that, but you know, we're going to get it done. If you can see behind me, we pick the tires up. We'll get a better look at those probably tomorrow, maybe, when we're actually putting them on. But anyways, I'm gonna kind of keep plugging away here, just to kind of show you what I'm doing on the other side. Kind of the order of operations here is unbolt the U-bolts, get the shock mount out, and then there's a little pin that holds the leaf spring together. Take that out, leaf spring pops apart, and we can get all that stuff out. So what we're doing, we're leaving this little short one on the bottom and taking out these two guys right here. So that on the other side resulted in a drop of about 1.5 inches, maybe 1.75 inches. So maybe the truck just sits kind of level-ish. So but we'll know more when we actually get weight on it and get it on the ground. All right, so I think we're at a stopping point for tonight, simply because we need to go get some other parts. I am not real happy with the way this bolt is looking. When it came out, it was actually like bent halfway through. I tried to make it work, but I really don't like it. I mean, this is not a super critical bolt, but I mean, you can see there's a little gap between there. So we're gonna try to find a suspension shop tomorrow that will stock maybe some of these little leaf spring pins. And we're gonna get some shorter U-bolts, and that should wrap this front up. I mean, all that stuff's gonna slap right in. As far as the back, we just kind of got started here. We snatched some of these old shocks out, which are, I don't know what they are, but they are worn the hell out. And we went ahead and got these U-bolts off. The rear is actually, since I've done the rear before, I know how it goes. The rear is actually easier to do if you just take the whole thing out. Now this is real heavy, it's a pain to do, but it's a lot easier than trying to do it on the truck, lower this axle down, and then get everything to line back up, because this the head of this pin has to line up in here, and it's a kind of a nightmare. So we're just going to take these out, but we will bang that out tomorrow, because I will probably, you can tell these are the ones that came with this, and they're a little long, but we may get different ones of those. These U-bolts are actually going to be fine because these go up. We're not going to be, and they were already pretty close to bottomed out anyway, so these U-bolts are going to work. But that is going to wrap us up for tonight. So we'll check back in with you tomorrow, knock this out, get the truck back on the ground with the new tires, and everything should be ready to roll suspension wise. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for the rest of this F-250 build and some other builds coming up, maybe some Land Rover stuff. So thanks for watching.